What's up, guys? JR Raymond back again, coming to you from my car outside of practice in Columbus, Ohio. Just got done with the practice session here at the Players, so we're going to talk about ball reaction, talk a little bit about some of the balls we've seen going down the lane, and kind of show you a little bit on how the lanes are playing this week, at least at practice, so stay tuned. All right, so we just got done with practice session, and a lot of different bowling balls went down the lane. A lot of different urethane, a lot of different stuff. And honestly, urethane didn't look very good. I saw an awful lot of over-under with it. There was a lot of hang to the right, but I might change my mind. After some time on the lanes, I noticed a trend to the way the lanes were playing a little bit. So I think with urethane, going straighter up the lane probably isn't going to work very well unless you're on the left side. You're going to have to kind of throw at it. You're going to have to go around the lane a little bit. And I don't mean like fifth arrow with urethane. I mean like 7, 8, 9, throwing it at the gutter and letting it roll off of it as much as possible. Because when you get it down lane late, it actually it labors a little bit. It waits and kind of just blah at the back part of the lane. So it doesn't quite get there, and you 2-8-10 a lot. So what I saw is actually my 3/4 inch pin was okay going up the lane because it blended the lane pretty good. It was okay going around the lane as long as my surface was strong enough. If I got it down to like 500, I could get it to really shape the lane properly the way I wanted to. But as soon as I got forced into the track area or just left of it, my ball hooked so much. So it really forced you to either go from playing, 7, 8, 9 and throwing it right, and then you had to jump into like 18, 19 throwing it right. And when you're crossing pairs and you're going from pair to pair, this is where it's weird. When your ball doesn't hook and you see them tighter, the move is actually to move your eyes further right and get it right faster. Because there's some type of, the way the patterns are shaped, for some reason, getting it right faster gets it to hook up and roll sooner. So all of a sudden that gives you room for error. So now you have a little bit of hold when you get it in a little bit. You have that little bit of hang there, and then when you throw it right fast, it checks up and starts going in the right direction. So it's really weird, and it's not something that's easy to get used to because you don't see that very often. But what I had, as you see in some of these videos, you're going to see my look with reactive straighter. It burned up a little bit too much, and I couldn't quite get it to come around the corner. And then when I would shut my angle down, it would hook early and go through the face, so I couldn't get it in line. But when I went around the lane with reactive, you see that halo, I got it to get from like 18, 17, 18, 19, and as long as I threw it dead right at the gutter, it would stand up off of it, and then it would just roll through the pins, and it looked awesome. It looked great. And then the few that I would actually get left just a pinch, it would sit there and it would still go through the pins. So that gives me a little bit of confidence going into tomorrow as far as knowing how these lanes like to be played, which is actually weird because the few times I bowled this tournament a couple years ago, granted they were longer patterns, but they like to play straight. They like to go straighter up the lane, which is completely different than what's going on right now. So we're on a much shorter pattern. So we're gonna, I don't know. It's going to be, I think the scores are going to be, it's probably still going to take that, anywhere from 212 to 217 a game to make the top 24 in this one. So it's still going to take some good bowling, and that's pretty low scores for these guys. So we'll see what happens. But I had some good looks with some different balls. I brought out that Omega Crux, and it looked good with that halo doing that same thing as you see in the video. It looked pretty good doing that same thing, but it slowed down just a little bit more than what the halo does. So that one's going to be more, once they break down to where they were in the video, I'll be able to use the halo. But before that, I can go to that Omega Crux. And then I also had that DV8 Warrant. Looked pretty good. It was a little bit sharper off the spot, but it picked up a little bit faster than those ones, and I could go around the lane too, also with it. So it looked pretty good. What else did I have? I had an uppercut that looked okay once I got far enough left, but it was sharp down lane, so it's only going to be on pair specific if I ever need to use it. Tank Blitz looked okay. I was able to go around the lane a little bit with it. I couldn't go around the lane with my purple hammer much. I need to hit the surface, or I need to do something, or slow my speed up or something. I'm not sure. But I'm going to have to try to start with urethane tomorrow morning on the first block on the fresh. I don't know that I'm going to have much of a choice. I mean, I'm going to bring that 3/4 inch pin out too, and hopefully I'll be able to get the ball to read the lanes properly. I took it to 500 and it looked okay. It just gave me a little bit of over-under that I wasn't too fond of seeing, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Might have just been a speed thing. Yeah, other than that, I mean, I tried an idle and it didn't look the greatest. It was too quick down lane. I tried the UFO and it looked a lot like the Halo, but it was a little smoother. So it was kind of similar to like what the Omega Crux was for me. That Intimidator, I think it's going to be Urethane, the Intimidator, the Halo, and the Crux are going to be the balls in play for me this week. So I don't know. We're going to give it a go and see what we got. We got both 6 games tomorrow. We got 2 days of qualifying, 12 games tomorrow, 6 games and 6 games, 2 different blocks, and then we got a bowl 6 more games the next day. So we'll see what happens. We're going to put the best scores we can, make some spares, and kind of go from there. Try to keep a even, cool head throughout the whole thing. Try not to get ahead of myself and not look at the scores at all and just focus on execution. Play the cards how they lay, see what happens. So that's all I got for you. If you guys got any comments or anything, go ahead, leave them below. Make sure to like, subscribe, and until tomorrow, we'll see you guys later. Take care.